Hello, good day everyone. Welcome back to the H channel. I'm Sam.
I'm Andy.
Yep.
So you can see right now we're in a very fancy place, right? This is Sam's living room. No. We're actually at one of the showrooms for meals at PICC. So we would like to really invite you to come over to the Meals Sales Gallery, PICC Sales Gallery over here to view some of these really fancy places, fancy showrooms that we have over here in PICC. So specifically meals. So today, I think we're going to do something a bit more on the ground, not really, no, more grounded. If you do remember the first season, I think we did an episode where we shared with some of our viewers some of the commonly used language, local dialects in Hokkien that we use in Penang. Because the Hokkien in Penang is really rather different than the Hokkiens in the southern part or the central part of Malaysia. And I think that's one really beautiful thing about the culture of Malaysia, because we are a multicultural country. And then, but for Penang specifically, in fact, some of our Hokkien, right, we do have words which we are shared with Malay, For example, I think one of the things that I can quickly think of is like nasi lemak.
Nasi lemak, true.
Correct? Because we couldn't we can't really put it in like Hokkien term, like it's like iu pui or ya jiao pui. Sounds weird, right? So exactly. So I think today we'll share with you some of the words or terms that we use in our daily life that we also have rooted, where it's kind of like rooted with the Malay language. So shall we get started on the first one? What is the first one that you can think of?
It's the roti.
Roti, yes.
So roti in Hokkien means that roti, we call it roti. But then in Malay words, we also call it roti as well, right?
Yes, correct. Roti means bread lah. I mean, if you can catch on. So like even on daily conversation basis, like during lunch.
We want to like maybe ask Andy, hey Andy, let's eat roti. In Hokkien, especially in Penang, we will still use roti lah instead of
correct.
Real Hokkien, we actually call mi pao. It sounds
so
weird.
Sounds so obscene, So, but certain part of Malaysia do uses the term mi pao, but in Penang or rather on the northern part, we uses the term roti more frequently. And then, of course, when you talk about roti, what comes next to your mind?
Roti, kopi.
So the next one we'll have here is kopi. So, like, we don't really use the term coffee, but even in a lot of languages,
we still use kopi, right?
Kopi, because the base word is coffee, so it translates from a lot of across different languages. So it still maintain the base of the coffee in essence. So
like maybe we are going to hang out for a drink. So we go, hey, I can kopi. It sounds so common already,
Yeah, it sounds so common because it's like all these things we were educated since we were young. So sometimes when we talk on daily basis, we didn't even realize that these words actually do not have, or don't really have the Hokkien equivalent. We don't really use the Hokkien equivalent
taking from the
in
Malay
Penang. Correct. So because it is so embedded into our daily culture conversation. Then the next one, what you can think of?
Tolong.
Tolong, yes. Tolong. Tolong means please. So please. This is how you pronounce it. Tolong. Like tolong. So don't think the other way,
So this is something like, hey, when you need someone to help, so you will say tolong. Hey, Andy, tolong there.
Say please. So that's how you pronounce it, tolong. So because even on conversation basis, we don't say how would you say it in
normally if let's say we ask someone to help, say, hey Andy, tolong tao kachiu, tolong.
Tao kachiu is also used.
But normally for the first word, I will say hey, can you please tolong me?
Correct. Because even easier if you communicate with people from different cultures, they will understand immediately when you say tolong, it means help. Rather than you say tao kachiu, they are like, what? Kachiu, leg hand? Okay.
It's not funny sometimes.
You use the Hokkien equivalent sometimes, it sounds so out of place.
But people still can understand.
People can understand. Maybe the older generation or the earlier generation will be able to understand, but nowadays I think people are more accustomed to this sort of language. And then the next one, perhaps let's go to baru. Baru means now, but it can also mean new. Just like every time when you say, Sam, where are you right now?
I'm baru want to go out.
Baru want to go out. So he just wanted to go out. He baru kai cut muinya.
Baru, right?
He baru cut muinya, but in fact actually he just woke up only. So he said, you know, but he doesn't want to doesn't want to offend.
I agree with this one because baru it sounds so common that I not even
yeah, you wouldn't even realize
it's
actually Malay.
Yeah,
so it's like baru cut muinya. Baru cut muinya. Baru Japan.
Baru is Malay word, right?
Yeah. So this morning we were just saying, baru cut Japan.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So and the next one is here I give you one like suka. Suka
means
even I mean you like something,
or you like something.
I mean because you can't say like what I like I like to eat.
You prefer.
What I char kway teow. But the I here is like more like one rather than like. In conversation, people will just say, what's ka char kway teow? What's ka ali? What's ka chale? So it is so embedded into our daily conversation. Yep. We didn't really realize it. Even for us, before we actually work on this episode, we also didn't even realize that some of these words were actually shared with our Malay
but how
language.
come Andy are wondering why all the words that you shared are all actually why with food one?
Well, because it's Penang. Penang, of course, you know, a lot of things are all related about food.
I saw the roti lah, kopi lah.
What else?
Some of the mee is got Hokkien.
Oh yeah. Everything, you know, all the examples that we use are all food based. Because you know it's still early in the morning and I'm pretty hungry. So of course, the next song we're gonna do is also related to food, and it is called kueh.
Kueh.
Yes, Kuih, kueh, not kueh. Kueh, not kueh. So yeah, I can relate very well to this because my surname is Kueh. Andy Kueh. So 來講
I 講粿哦，我講粿。
來講雞啊粿，我講粿，來講 Andy Kueh.
Yeah, it sounds so common. Hey, I 講粿哦。
Yeah. Because if you use this in the Hokkien equivalent, like 糕點, right?
糕點 is
even
Chinese.
糕, yeah.
Then in Hokkien,
it's also very
it's also called
kueh,
kueh,
because
right?
糕點, you know,
kueh.
it brings back to the term again of like kueh, you know. So that's why you can see that it's very, very. I mean, it doesn't sound too off.
Yep.
It's just that we are so used to it that you know it sounded so normal in our life.
People still can understand us.
So.
Yeah, especially in Penang. Normally for all the words actually that we share just now, I think most of you, I think is in Penang, normally they will understand us.
Yeah, they will definitely understand easily. But even if you go to any other part of Malaysia, I think if you use these words to communicate with people from the other community, they can also understand it pretty well. You're right. Yeah. And the next one here is sabun. Sabun. Soap. So, you know when you think about soap, right? The first thing you think about is
drop.
I'm not trying to think dirty, but be careful. Don't have to drop your soap on the floor. Well, don't think it the other way. It's just hard to pick it out, right? Yeah. So even sabun, like soap, you know. But do you use the term sabun, or you more like I use
sabun,
shampoo, even shampoo.
Shampoo is for washing your hair.
Even my body shampoo, people use it, right?
But then normally we will say sabun also.
Yeah, sabun is also quite familiar.
Like maybe the washing powder. For the laundry one, you also use sabun.
Sabun. Yes, correct.
But in fact, this is actually a Malay word, right?
Yeah, correct.
But we also use it in the daily.
Yes, correct. And then the next one is my favorite. Let me just ask our viewers perhaps, when you think about crocodile, right? How would you say crocodile in your own language? Do comment below and let us know. Because for us, right, in Penang, even for Hokkien, for locals, we call it as boya. Crocodile.
But seriously, I really couldn't think of the Hokkien words in boya, you know.
Yeah, of course. I mean, how do you call boya in Mandarin?
Boya in Mandarin we call 鳄鱼.
鳄鱼. So what does means? Not two, right?
Not two. It's
I'm a banana.
The terms, right?
The terms, right? So you know, that's why you can't think of it. Then immediately the thing make it easier for you to communicate. So you just say boya.
Yep.
Yeah. But boya here also means another thing. You know,
Yep.
boya as in like the crocodile, the reptile, and of course another term for boya that we use to describe people who are very flirtatious, who like to flirt around. You know,
crocodile is hunting.
The crocodile is hunting. You know, hunting for food silently, aiming for prey, and then just go in and then habis.
Kill two birds at once.
KO. And of course the next one here that we have is tuala, which means towel.
Towels.
Yeah, towel.
Yep.
So same same. It's like
in
it has the
Hokkien,
base.
we will actually use
Dua
dua
la.
la. So
Look,
can
yeah.
you pass me the dua la?
Yeah. Because in Mandarin, probably call it 毛巾.
Mao jing,
right?
yep.
Yeah. So it's like
But in Hokkien,
巾.
mo.
毛巾. 毛巾.
Sounds so
毛巾.
Oh, what you know when you
Eh, sorry,
say
it's a
something
password.
like
毛巾. Like what?
Yeah.
Mo
But
kin.
normally if let's say we still use dua la, you know, because
Dua la.
sometimes I ask my
Yeah,
parents,
yeah.
hey, can you hand me the
Can you pass me the dua
dua la? Like that.
You say like dua la boy. You say like 毛巾 boy.
Yeah, we still use the words dua la, right?
Oh, okay. Talk about 好心. The thing I can associate immediately with is sampa,
Sampa.
which means trash or rubbish.
Trash.
So yeah, that's how you pronounce it. Sampa.
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 Same pa. It's same.
Sam is SOMEPA. Sampa.
Okay.
Yeah, immediately you can also think of sampa.
Yeah,
Probably that's how
yeah.
people think of sampa.
But for this one also, we will normally also take in Hokkien. We also use like to sampa,
To
to
sampa,
sampa instead of
What do you call sampa in Mandarin?
垃圾.
垃圾, lapsap.
How about the Hokkien?
垃圾, 垃圾. 铺蛋, 垃圾.
It sounds so weird when you try to say something in Hokkien for this term that actually we shared.
Correct. And then of course the next one here is kawin.
Kawin.
Marriage.
Yeah, true.
So like Malay language.
It's called kawin, right?
Yeah.
So for Hokkien, you also say gao in.
Gao in, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't go directly like gao in.
It
but
sounds
it's
so
gao
like
in.
so near, you know,
So
like
near,
the kawin and
yeah.
gao in
Yeah.
in Hokkien. And in fact, I think it's just the translate, right?
Translate. Maybe it's like probably a long time ago people used to use the term gao in, but in local daily conversation, sometimes you always use it like until the tone itself will change like gao in. Even like roti, people don't call it. In Hokkien we don't call it roti. We call it loti. The lo, the L, instead of the R.
The sound is there lah.
Yeah. Then this one is a couple, mata and balai. It's very funny, when you think about it. Mata. I don't know why people used to call police as like mata.
But in fact, in Malay, mata is the eye, right?
It's the eye. Correct. It's like the story of George Orwell, 1984. The big brother is watching you, the big eye. So that's why it's called the mata.
Mata and balai.
But even balai, not necessarily means balai police station.
Yeah.
It can also mean like balai bomba.
Balai
But we don't
bomba.
use like balai to portray anything else other than police station, right?
But in Hokkien, normally we also in daily language.
Mata king.
Mata king. Balai. Go to balai, right?
Go to balai. Even mata king also. Mata, you see, the mata king. We also included the term of mata inside there.
Yep.
Oh, okay, this one. This one is also one of my particular favorite. It's called gatal. Gatal means has two terms, it's two meanings. One is ichi, another one here. Of course, you try to interpret yourself what these two horns mean. At the horn and at the Y there, it means horny. Gatal betul. So gatal, it means itchy, and also it means horn.
Yeah.
So it's like.
In Hokkien, we say gatai. There's a scratch because it's so itchy, right?
It's very itchy behind. Not I am horny, or so to say. And then we come to the last one here.
Yep.
This one, to wrap it up, again, it all comes back to food. We talk about Penang. So this one is called rasa. Rasa means to taste.
To taste.
Or to feel.
The feel.
Yeah. So it's like, wah, hale, lu rasa. What do you think about this laksa? Lu laksa 你说
rasa 好食哦。
好食，好食。
Yeah, true. Because in Hokkien, normally we will still use rasa, right? Rasa 好食哦。
Yeah.
Actually, it's Malay word, but then we just like so used to it on
Correct,
all
correct,
these words and we use it
correct.
daily, and we not even realize that this is actually not Hokkien, and actually we just share the words from the Malay.
But for locals even within the community, we are so used to using the term of L instead of R. So everything is like with the R, lasa, loti. Those are some of the really interesting terms that we came about when we were doing some research to actually understand some of the terms that we share with other cultures as well. And then it really portrays the beauty of the multicultural community here in Malaysia. So I think there are plenty more. So what do you think? Do you have like more that you can think of when you come to this kind of context of words that we share with other cultures. So if you do have, remember to comment down below and let us know some of the other words that you can immediately think of. So I think that's about it for today's episode.
And don't forget to subscribe, like, share and comment, and click on the notification below for our latest update video.
Alright, we'll see you in the next video then. Bye!